show was made possible by Rewards Affiliates and with the support of the Affiliates Shark program.
Whew, yeah, let me tell you something. That's a lot steeper climb than what it looks like on the camera. I'll show you what I just came up as we go to break. Welcome, friends, to another edition of APCW Perspectives. It's always an adventure, and another week doing a video means I'm another week closer to my vacation. More on that as it gets closer. For this installment, we're still talking about the latest COVID outbreak and what it means to our industry. In the second half of our show, we'll have Lord Foster exposing himself, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. On our last program, I did mention that we were trying to set up a Zoom interview with Clarion about the upcoming IGP events in Amsterdam. We are still working out the logistics of that, being on two sides of the same ocean, and it looks like that will come together next week. And maybe I'll have caught my breath by then. I told you, I'm old. This is basically the only workout I get. Well, while we wait to hear back from Clarion about their events, there is industry news this week out of Italy related to the way we may have to attend all events in the future, as Italian casinos and bingo halls and sporting events and the like will begin requiring a sort of health passport for entry. This so-called Green Pass is an app or a paper certificate which documents a person's vaccination records along with their COVID history, including test results. And it appears this could become mandatory across most of Europe. In fact, these 13 countries are already implementing the Green Pass. I'm sure more will follow. But remember, it's only for things like getting into casinos and restaurants and bars. You know, all the places that we like to go when we travel to an event. And personally, I still don't understand just what's going to be required to enter another country, especially for those of us traveling from outside of Europe. It's just too convoluted at this point. Now, don't go anywhere, because like I said, after the break, we're going to talk about the UK and that first-class ass Lord Foster of Bath. As we move into the second half of our program, we have quite a few stories to cover out of the United Kingdom, beginning with the Gambling Commission's own report, which finds a decrease in gambling activity in the UK for the month of May. And when you put that data together with the Commissioner's own report showing a decrease in gambling activity in Britain in January and February, well, it begins to look as if all those fear-mongering opponents of our industry, who all but promised us a gambling explosion on the back of those with a gambling problem because of the pandemic, well, makes them look pretty silly. Makes them look like they had absolutely no clue what the hell they were talking about. I know that comes as a surprise to us all, as data continues to come in showing that sports betting, online gambling, and even horse racing have not been overrun by gambling addicts even after the restrictions from COVID were relaxed. People like Lord Foster are being exposed for the puffed up, self-serving liars they really are. If only the public could take notice. And the Commission's own numbers for June show another fall in gambling participation and a fall in the rate of problem gambling. With all this data, you would think that industry opponents would be happy now. And you'd be wrong. In fact, the all-party parliamentary group, led by the chief hypocrite, Lord Foster of Bath, they're now attacking social casino games and slot streaming, even though they're not gambling, calling the activities deeply concerning. If that doesn't clearly demonstrate these people's true motivations and just how phony and vindictive they really are, I just don't know what will. And I know some of you out there don't want to hear any more about personal attacks, not even on Lord Foster, but let me tell you something. Lord Foster is the person making the attacks. He's coming after our industry, and when it finally affects your income and your family, maybe then you'll say, if not Lord Foster, who? And if not attack him now, when? I've been through it, and I know. God willing, I'll be back next week to do it all again.
His name is Theo.
Theo?
He's about 7 months.
Oh, you're still a baby, Theo.
Yeah, so he smells everything.
Hi. You want to come smell? You can.
He's pretty good.
Hi. Can I pet?
Yeah.
Can I pet? No. Okay. Okay, we'll wait till you're more comfortable.
Oh yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.